Greetings and welcome back to the Casual Wargamer. Today we're looking at the Leagues of Votann detachment for Grotmas, the Hearthband. Now, this has, from my readings of the community posts across the interwebs, not gone down very well. Generally, it's perceived as being a poor detachment because it does nothing with regards to judgment tokens. And players feel that judgment tokens, because it's their army rule, is the only way to play Leagues of Votann. I find that a little bit odd because you still generate your judgment tokens. And this sort of focuses on a different play style. It is your default detachment, which is if I can just find it, the Oathband. That detachment is all about generating more and more grudge tokens. This doesn't do that. And I think much like the Astra Militarum detachment we had, where players were complaining that it doesn't build on what already is established for the army, I don't know. I think they're kind of overreacting a little bit on this one because I actually think Hearthband is a nice, fun detachment. I don't think it's amazingly strong, probably because it doesn't generate those grudge tokens. But I still think it's a good detachment and worth playing and worth trying out. But you let me know whether you agree. Now, I have to be upfront here as well. I have only played about 2, maybe 3 games against Leagues of Votann, and they were all under 9th edition. So if I miss anything up with this one, it's simply because I am not 100% on 10th edition pre-Codex, since they don't have one at the time of recording this, Leagues of Votann. But let's take a look. So, the detachment rule for the Hearthband is called Methodical Annihilation. Each time a Leagues of Votann model from your army makes an attack with a weapon, excluding blast weapons, that target the closest eligible target or a target that is within engagement range, you reroll hit rolls of 1. And if your unit is a Karl, Einhir, Hearthguard, or Uthar the Destined, you improve the AP of the attack by 1. Normally, I would say this is quite good. That's nice. Rerolling ones is always good. Extra armor AP is good. The complaint here is that Leagues of Votann have a 50-50 ballistic skill. They hit on like 4s. And there were quite a few complaints in the comments that I read that said that they should go back to being 3+ ballistic skill. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're meant to be 100% shooty army like that. They're not Eldari, they're not Space Marines, they're not Tau. This is still quite nice. You're still getting a reroll and you're still improving the AP of 1. So you shouldn't really be complaining. It's not a bad little detachment rule. As usual, you have 4 enhancements. You have the Bastion Shield for 25 points. Each time a ranged attack targets the bearer's unit, if the attacking model is within 12 inches of the bearer's unit, worsen their armor penetration by 1. That's nice. That's giving you a bit more survivability. 25 points seems a little high. I would have said maybe 15 for that one, but hey-ho. Quake Multi-Generator for 15 points can only be applied to a Karl model. In your shooting phase, after the bearer has shot, select one enemy unit, excluding Titanics, that have been hit by one or more of these attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that enemy unit is suppressed, and while the unit is suppressed, it gets -1 to their hit rolls. It's copying the suppressors from Space Marines. But hey, again, it's keeping your models alive by weakening the opponent's shooting ability. Nice. Iron Skein for 10 points gives +2 wounds to the model. Yeah, okay. You got spare 10 points, just throw it on there. And 30 points, you have High Karl. Must be applied to a Karl model, as the name suggests. Each time a model in the bearer's unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if it's not fought this phase, you roll a dice on a 4+, you don't remove it, it gets to fight before dying. So it's a remove on death effect for a model in the bearer's unit. So no complaints there. I can see what people are saying. There's no, unlike the Oathband, there's no judgment token generation in any of this. This is all about keeping your models alive as much as possible to be able to do what they're doing. And I don't think that's a bad idea. That's not a bad stratagem for a detachment. Certainly worth a try. Stratagems. Here we go. Grotmas, which I think I'm pronouncing correctly, but bear with me. In your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase, just after an unit selected its targets, one Karl, Uther the Destined, or Einhir Hearthguard from the unit that was selected as a target one or more of those attacks gets a 4-up invulnerable save till the end of the phase. Now, as a Space Marine player, I have a little bit of an issue with this. In the balance update for December 2024, Oaths of Moment, which reduces your incoming AP, only lasts now for one shooting attack. Not the entire phase like it used to, but here Space Dwarves can get a 4-up invulnerable for the entire phase. That doesn't seem fair, to quote Scarlet Witch. So, yeah, okay. They're not Space Marines, obviously, but that doesn't seem right. Sure of purpose. In the fight phase, one leagues a Votann unit from your army that has not been selected to fight in this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time modelling that unit makes a pile-in or consolidate move, it moves 6 instead of 3. Great. Keeps you in combat, lets you smack the opponent down. Nice. Superior craftsmanship for 2 CP. In the fight phase, one leagues a Votann unit from your army that's not been selected to fight. Till the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack that targets a monster or vehicle, add 1 to the damage characteristic of the attack. Nice, no complaints there. Undying Aggression. In your movement phase, just after a league's of Votann infantry unit falls back, they until the end of the phase they are eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn they fell back. So they basically have the tactical doctrine. Nice. Materialization matrices. In the reinforcement steps of your movement phase, one leagues a Votann unit from your army that is in reserves and has deep strike can now be set up on the table anywhere more than 6 inches from all incoming units but can't charge. That's really, really good. And Fury of the Hearth. Your shooting phase, one Einhir Hearthguard from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Until the end of the phase, ranged weapons, excluding blast, gain rapid fire. As I say, I think this is quite a fun, good detachment. You've just got to, as a Leagues player, you probably just have to get over the fact that you're not, this one isn't built around your judgment tokens. Your judgment tokens are just little something extra that help you for this one. This is all about a bit more survivability for your army and being able to get in there and do what needs to be done. All in all, the Hearthband, I think, is a really good detachment. Considering we've seen some fairly poor ones in this Grotmas release, you can't complain about the Hearthband. I can't see this being used as a competitive detachment. I still think Oathband is better because of the judgment token generation. But I think for a nice fun game, a nice casual game, this will do fine. What are your thoughts? As a League player, let me know in the comments down below and we'll see what's what. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, take care. Good gaming.